Hi everyone, myself Anil B, studying in System Chanakya. Today in this video, we are going to study about CSS and HTML forms in web technology. Now let's discuss about the introduction to CSS and HTML forms. CSS, Cascading Style Sheets, and HTML stand for Hypertext Markup Language, are fundamentals technologies in web development. HTML forms are essential for users' input and interaction on websites. This presentation explores the use of CSS in styling HTML forms. What are forms? Forms is just another kind of HTML tag. HTML forms are used to create GUIs on web pages. Usually the purpose is to ask the user for information. The information is then sent back to the server. A form is an area that can contain form elements. The syntax is form element. For elements includes buttons, checkboxes, text fields, radio buttons, drop-down menus, etc. Other kind of HTML tags can be mixed in with the form elements. A form usually contains a submit button to send the information in the form elements to the server. The form's permanence tells JavaScript how to send the information to the server. Forms can be used for other things such as GUI for simple programs. Form data is sent in the body of the URL request cannot be bookmarked by most browsers. When target is equal to target tells where to open the pages sent as a result of the request. When target is equal to blank means open in a new window. When target is equal to top means use the same window. HTML forms basics. HTML forms are used to collect user inputs. Elements such as input field, checkboxes, radio, buttons, drop-down menus, and buttons are used in forms. Forms elements have various attributes like type, name, ID, and value. Forms are submitted using the form tag and processed on the server side. Styling HTML forms with CSS. CSS is used to enhance the appearance and layout of HTML forms. Selectors and properties are used to target specific form elements. CSS properties like color, font, padding, and margin can be applied to form elements. CSS can be applied inline, internally, or externally to the HTML document. Next is CSS selectors for form elements. ID selectors, element ID, class selectors, class name, attribute selectors, attribute is equal to value, pseudo class selectors, however, focus, checked, grouping selectors, selector 1 or selector 2. These are all the types of selectors in CSS. So common CSS properties for form styling. Color. Specify the text color of the form elements. Next, font family. Selects the font used in form elements. Padding. Adds space between the content and the border of the form elements. Margin. Create space around the form elements. Border. Defines the border properties of the form elements. Background color. Sets the background color of the form element. Example of CSS styling for form elements. Styling text inputs, text area, checkboxes, radio buttons, and drop-down menus. Demonstrating how to change color, font, padding, and margin. Applying borders and background color to the form elements. CSS frameworks for form styling. CSS frameworks like Bootstrap and Foundation offers pre-built styles for form elements. They provide responsive design, grid system, and customizable form components. Examples of using Bootstrap classes to style form elements. Advantages and consideration when using CSS frameworks. So next is form validation and CSS. HTML5 introduced form validation attributes like required, pattern, and min length. CSS can be used to style and indicate invalid form input. Examples of using CSS pseudo classes for form validation. Customizing error message using CSS. So the conclusion of the video is CSS and HTML forms are crucial for user interfaces on website. CSS allows customization and styling of forms elements. Selectors and properties helps target specific form elements. CSS frameworks provide ready-to-use styles and responsive design. Forms validation, attributes, and CSS work together for enhanced user experience. So, ending the session. Thank you.